This week on JambarTV, we'll talk about enrollment numbers at YSU. Then we'll talk about student athletes' mental health on campus. We'll also look at the football team and their matchup against a top 5 opponent. Hello and welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Shina Gibbons.
And I'm Nina Reeder.
Former Irish Taoiseach Bertie Ahern arrived yesterday at YSU for a 3-day visit. For more, here's Jambar editor Christopher Gillette.
Bertie Ahern arrived at YSU, where, tomorrow night, he will receive the Sean McBride Humanitarian Award from the Ancient Order of Hibernians. The award is for his work negotiating the Good Friday Agreement in 1998.
As well as meeting her yesterday, Ahern will also sit with YSU Interim President Helen Lafferty at the Saturday dinner. I talked with Lafferty beforehand about her excitement meeting him.
The reason that Good Friday Agreement was so important was because it transformed relations for the better between Ireland and Britain, and probably most especially, it instilled a new ethos, an ethos of tolerance and respect. I am most excited to meet him and to actually commend him for his work.
The award dinner is part of the midterm national board meeting of the AOH. The meeting is at YSU because AOH National President is Director of Support Services Danny O'Connell. While O'Connell has met Ahern before, he's excited to become closer with him through the dinner.
One of my predecessors always said, when you break bread with somebody, your relationship changes. And that's when it goes from business, formal, to a friendship. And so I'm excited to be able to sit with Bertie Ahern and President Lafferty Saturday night and just be part of that conversation.
If interested in the AOH, go to its website. For Jambar TV, I'm Christopher Gillette.
On September 20th, the Board of Trustees held a meeting and discussed the 14-day preliminary enrollment numbers. Editor-in-Chief Cheyenne Gibbons spoke with administration about the future steps.
The 14-day enrollment report showed a 0.7% decline in full-time students. Michael Peterson, the chair of the Board of Trustees, says YSU is on par with other institutions across the nation.
We're like every other university in the country. We're seeing a decline of people going into higher education. That's why it's important for us to understand exactly what the community and what the students are looking for, make sure that we can provide it.
The report showed a 4.8% decline in undergraduate students, but a 16.2% increase in graduate students. Provost Brian Smith says YSU has fared better than other institutions.
There's 14 public institutions in Ohio, and we're all fighting with each other, hypothetically, for enrollments. From what I can tell, we're at least hanging in there. In fact, over a great number of years, among those institutions that have declined, YSU has declined the least. And that's just because we're very active in looking at why our students want to come to YSU.
Smith also says students shouldn't be concerned about future cuts.
From my perspective, I would say students don't need to be concerned. And the reason for that is that any changes that we would make would be sort of along the margins, and that we're not going to cut half the university. And even then, we have a commitment to all our students to make sure that they finish the degree that they started.
For meeting minutes and more information, go to the Board of Trustees website. Reporting for Jambar TV, I'm Shina Gibbons. YSU student Marwa Kermaji is hosting a relief drive for Derna, an eastern city in Libya that recently faced devastating floods. Storm Daniel caused 2 dams to collapse and flood the entire city, sweeping entire neighborhoods and infrastructures. Kermaji said she is a Libyan American and her passion for her culture is what inspired her to organize the drive.
Seeing how far your country has gone ever since it's like civil war and everything. And so seeing your people suffer after such a few years of trying to rebuild everything, their government, their value for their money, their everything. It's just heartbreaking.
The donations needed for the drive are toiletries, blankets, diapers, shoes, and clothes for children and adults. Students interested in donating to the Derna Relief Drive can go to Folk Hall and Kafara House. Students can also visit Marwa Kermaji's Instagram page.
Taylor Swift fans and theater owners are counting down the days to this weekend. The performer's career-spanning concert arrives in the movie theaters this weekend, and David Daniel has a look.
Welcome to the Eras Tour.
Taylor Swift's late August announcement that a film of her Eras Tour would hit theaters took everyone by surprise.
This was completely out of nowhere, it seems. A dream come true and music to the ears of theater owners.
Box office analyst Paul Dergarabedian says fans immediately began buying advance tickets like it was, well, a Taylor Swift tour.
They had pre-sales that were reported to be early on within the first 24 hours at about $29 million.
Multiple theater chains are reporting record pre-sales. That made Friday the 13th a scary release date for other studio films.
Very notably, The Exorcist Believer, which was set for that Friday the 13th, appropriately enough, they had to move back to the 6th.
Start over, start fresh, create the new. That's what the Renaissance is about.
Eras isn't the only major music tour headed to theaters. Renaissance, a film by Beyoncé, chronicling the tour that drew 2.7 million fans, figures to bring more to theaters when it opens December 1st.
I think we're going to see a renaissance, if you will, in the whole genre of concert films and music in theaters.
It's going to be called the Eras Tour. See you there.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, Nina, have you noticed the cold weather this weekend?
I sure have. I busted out my coat and my Uggs.
I'm a little curious how this weekend's looking. Zonde, how's the weather?
This weekend is going to be cloudy, and we'll see a few showers throughout the valley. I'll have a more detailed report after the break.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud. You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Try some exercise.
Wait, what? What's going on right now?
Yeah, man, exercise.
I don't know. I don't know if I should even be talking to you right now.
It's got lots of benefits.
Okay.
The benefits of exercise include increased levels of energy, higher quality of sleep, better muscle and bone strength, improved memory, and clearer skin.
Welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Zonde Smith, and this is your weekly weather outlook. Here's this weekend's radar. Today will be a sunny day with some clouds. Throughout the day, we'll see moderate wind speeds and a low chance for rain. However, we'll have a cloudy night with showers and a small chance for thunderstorms. Tomorrow will be another cloudy and rainy day with high wind speeds up to 15 miles per hour, and that chance for thunderstorms will stick around. At night, that rain will move out of the valley, but those clouds and high wind speeds will remain. Sunday will be a chilly day with rain and clouds. Wind speeds will be high again, and we might see some storms. There is a small chance for rain at nighttime, but those wind speeds will finally slow down to around 6 miles per hour. Now, let's take a look at my 4-day forecast. Today will be our sunniest day with a high of 63 and a 15% chance for rain. The low will hit 53 at nighttime as we see the rain begin. Tomorrow, the high will be 63 with an 85% chance for rain and an 18% chance for thunderstorms. The temps will drop to 46 at night as that rain clears up. Sunday will be a chilly day as the high hits 57 and the low hits 46. We'll have an 84% chance for precipitation with a 17% chance for thunderstorms. On Monday, the high will be 57 and the temps will drop to 44. It'll be a rainy start to the week as there will be an 84% chance for rain and a 17% chance for storms. That's all we have for this weekend's weather outlook, but stick around because Cheyenne Gibbons will be in the studio with all things student life after the break.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa and I'm YN proud.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's communication department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
Welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Cheyenne Gibbons, and this is your Student Life Update. Youngstown State University's College of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics hosted its Fall STEM Expo from noon to 4 p.m. on September 28th at the Stambaugh Stadium Gymnasium. The STEM Expo is a biannual event that allows hiring companies to search for student interns and full-time workers. Employers that came to the expo were eager to help YSU students and give them advice for future job endeavors. Alicia Onslinger, sales engineer for Nucor Volcraft, said that internships are a great way to explore a career before committing to a full-time job.
It's so hard to just know from your classes exactly what you're really interested in and want to do for the rest of your life. So internships are the perfect opportunity to go out and experience that environmental engineering, experience that structural engineering, and just kind of see what you're interested in and what you really want to do afterwards.
Students can get their resumes ready for the next STEM Expo, which will take place from noon to 4 p.m. on February 29th at the Stambaugh Stadium Gymnasiums. Athletes at Youngstown State University are taking part in the Bandana Project. Jambar reporter Jillian McIntosh has more.
If you see students wearing green bandanas on their backpacks, they are student athletes trained to talk about mental health.
The project was first developed at the University of Wisconsin after Dr. Betsy Gerbeck lost her son to suicide in 2012. It is a volunteer-driven movement that requires an orientation and basic suicide prevention training. Clement Mainguy, a junior on the YSU's tennis team, said he wears a green bandana as a pledge to support others.
So people who wear that bandana on their bag are kind of people you can stop at any time on campus, and they're safe to talk to. It's we kind of do this pledge where we'll help anyone who comes see us.
Main Guy also said the athletic leaders can provide resources to other students.
In any case, we're not counselors, but we have resource cards about all of YSU's counseling services and anything you can do when you have mental health issues. So basically, if you wear that bandana, it means that you have those resources with you.
Jacob Silak is another student athletic leader involved with the project. He said it is a great outlet for the community.
Just to let people know that we are human. We are an outlet for people that need it. We like to talk to people. We like to get to know people, and everybody does. You don't have to just have a green bandana on your bag to, have people come up and talk to you about certain things. I think everybody should feel that they're welcome to do that.
For more information, you can visit the Bandana Project website.
Reporting for JambarTV, I'm Jillian McIntosh.
If you are struggling with your mental health, student counseling services are on campus and are available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. in Kilcawley Center. The Cliff College Creative Arts is hosting its college-wide open house for prospective students and their families from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. on October 18th at Bliss Hall. Open house attendees will experience a day at YSU art, music, and theater. Students can meet with advisors, watch performances, participate in classes, and more. Freshman musical major Brooke May went to open house last year. She said she encourages students to attend this year.
It was really nice to get an insight into what the actual day-to-day life of a student would be, which was very useful, especially in the decision process of colleges. I would encourage anyone who's even considering a major that Cliff offers to go to the open house.
Registration for open house will be open until October 18th. Those interested can register at the Cliff College website. Gwynethon sponsored its Miracle Week across campus from October 2nd to October 6th. Gwynethon is a branch of Miracle Network Dance Marathon, a nonprofit organization that donates money to Children's Hospital. Co-executive director of Gwynethon, Celeste Kaplan, said that organizations collect donations year-round.
We fundraise all year long for Akron Children's Hospital, Mahoning Valley, and then we have a dance marathon in the spring to celebrate the year, visit with our Miracle families, and reveal how much we raised.
Some events from Miracle Week include a tabling on Monday and Tuesday and a Pie in the Face event Thursday. Gwynethon will take place February 24th in the Chestnut Room in Kilcawley Center. Those interested in joining Gwynethon can head to its website. That's all we have for our student life this week, but stick around because Tizaya Howard will be in the studio with all things YSU sports.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa and I'm YN proud.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's communication department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.
You're here to be part of something bigger, to make things happen. For you, college is about knowledge being shared and learning experiences that aren't limited to the classroom. On campus, you want to matter. It's about engaging every day, building relationships with students, with mentors, with the community, in the heart of a reinvented city. We are that something bigger. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
Welcome back to JambarTV. I'm Tizaya Howard. Let's jump into sports update for the week. The YSU football team returned home for its second conference game of the year. Jambar sports reporter Cameron Nemi has more.
The Youngstown State football team returned home here inside the Ice Castle. The Penguins played the 5th-ranked SIU, who were previously undefeated. The Penguins won by a final score of 31-3.
The Penguins bounced back after their loss on the road against UNI
with a 31-3 statement win versus the number 5 ranked Southern Illinois University on October 8th. The Penguins dominated in the run game versus the Salukis, who came into the game with the number 1 ranked run defense in the Missouri Valley Conference. Senior running backs Tyshawn King and Dre Rushton both scored 2 rushing touchdowns. The YSU defense had 7 sacks against SIU. Senior defensive end Dylan Woodkey led the team with 2. Woodkey spoke after the game about the defense's performance.
Getting after the quarterback creates a lot of chaos, like turnover early on. It helped that, but like getting after him 7 times, we wanted more, honestly. It was a race to the quarterback. It was competition in the room.
The defense held SIU quarterback Nick Baker to just 94 yards passing and held the run game to just 6 yards. Head coach Doug Phillips spoke highly about his team after the game.
Playing a number 5 team coming to our house who was rolling, and to be able to step up and play a great football game, 3 phases of it.
The Penguins improved to 3-2 on the season, and the team jumped back into the rankings, tied for top 20. For more information on the October 14th matchup against South Dakota, go to ysusports.com, or to watch the game, go to ESPN+. Reporting for the Jambar, I'm Cameron Nemi. Back to you in the studio, guys.
The Youngstown State University men's golf team placed 5th to conclude a 3-day tournament at the Bucknell Invitational on October 8th through 10th. Over 2 rounds, Youngstown State record scores of 292 and 289 before finishing the event with a 282. The duo of senior Justin Atkinson and sophomore Ryan Sam finished the Invitational tied for 6th as the pair led the team with a score of 211. For Atkinson, the conclusion of the fall season ushers in time to bond on and off course that will give the team to build on its chemistry.
I mean, over the winter, obviously, with all the practice and all the time we'll have, I hope that coming in the spring that those things will start to click and we can get some things going.
Youngstown State will take a break until it begins its spring portion of the 2023-2024 season. The team schedule will be announced in the coming weeks. To keep up with the team and its upcoming schedule, visit ysusports.com. The Youngstown State University men's and women's cross-country team competed in the Bill Lennox Slippery Rock Invitational on October 7th at the Lawrence County Fairgrounds in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. The women's side competed in the 6K with 8 runners and placed 2nd. Freshman Grace Rhodes was the top finisher on the women's side, placing 11th with a time of 23:22. All top 5 finishers crossed the finish line within a 14-second window. The men competed in the 8K with 7 athletes. All 7 athletes competed in the team's last event in the Notre Dame Invitational. For assistant coach Eric Roop, the men's side had found a recent success because of their consistency.
We have an approach that we are going with our training starting back in June of the summer. Conference meet in late October, and we're not going to kind of steer one way or another from that approach. So.
The Penguins finished 2nd and averaged a time of 26:09 and finished with 71 points. Senior Riley Jackson, redshirt freshman Thomas Huyandi, and junior Bo Gorby all set personal bests. Jackson was the Penguins' top finisher, placing 5th with a personal best of 25:32. Huyandi finished 17 seconds behind Jackson to secure 9th place with a personal best time of 25:49. Junior Keegan Barnett crossed the line next with a season best of 26:11 to finish 13th. Both of Youngstown State's cross-country teams and programs swept the Under Armour Runner of the Week awards following their invitational. Jackson was named Men's Runner of the Week, Rhodes was named Women's and Freshman Runner of the Week, and Huyandi was named Men's Freshman of the Week. Both teams' next event will be at the Texas A&M Arturo Barrios Invitational on October 13th. The men will compete in the 8K, followed by the women's 6K. You can keep up to date on all things YSU athletics at ysusports.com. Youngstown State soccer is entering a crucial stretch in the Horizon League schedule. Executive producer Dylan Lux has more on the team's recent matchups.
The YSU women's soccer team took a trip to Cleveland, Ohio on Thursday, October 5th for a matchup against the Cleveland State Vikings. The matchup saw a rain-filled forecast as the precipitation lasted the duration of the match. Despite the wet conditions, there was no lack of scoring opportunities as the game had a total of 30 shots from the two teams. Even with the plentiful chances, there were no goals to be had as both schools settled for a 0-0 draw. Sophomore Taylor Berry and sophomore Chloe Weiland each had 2 shots on goal for the Penguins, as senior goalie Brooklyn Kirkpatrick had 5 saves in the matchup and posted her 3rd clean sheet of the season. Head coach Brian Schrum credited Cleveland State for the difficult road game conditions to the Vikings' toughness.
I don't think it was just the road aspect. It was a good team we played against. They're trying to fight for every point as we are, and that's what happens when you got two tough teams playing against each other to get the points for the conference tournament.
The next matchup for the Penguins brought them back home to Farmers National Bank Field, where they took on the Oakland University Golden Grizzlies. After a scoring outburst from Oakland graduate student Macy Wyringa, who scored a brace in the first half, which included a penalty kick just minutes into the contest, the Penguins would head into the locker room down 2-0. Just 1 minute into the second half, Barry, off a pass from Weiland, sent one to the back of the net to cut the deficit in half 2-1. Barry said the goal was a momentum boost for the team and helped them start the second half the way they wanted.
Just coming out at halftime and being able to have the entire team bring that intensity straight from the start, and we were able to put one on the board real soon. That's exactly what we needed.
Despite the momentum from the Penguins, no more goals would be scored in the matchup as YSU would fall to Oakland 2-1. Despite the loss, Schrum said he thought the team did well keeping the ball in their possession.
I thought we did a really nice job with the ball today in possession. It was just unfortunate that we didn't have a couple of those fall, and took a lot of chances in the second half that just didn't go our way. And we'll just keep working at that. That's all you can do.
The Penguins also faced off against top-ranked Milwaukee yesterday. To view stats and scores from the game, visit YSUSports.com. And the Penguins will once again return to the pit on Saturday to take on Green Bay University in Green Bay, Wisconsin. As for the game plan for the Penguins' remaining matchups, Coach Schrum keeps it simple.
We're just going to put the ball in the back of the net. As long as we score one more than them, we win.
Reporting for the Jambar, I'm Dylan Lux.
The Youngstown State University women's volleyball team broke its 4-game losing streak after defeating Purdue University Fort Wayne on October 6th. The Lady Gwynns lost the first set of the match 20-25, but came back to win in the second 25-23. They carried the momentum from the second set into the third, winning it 25-21. The Lady Gwynns prevented Purdue Fort Wayne from making a comeback in the fourth set, allowing them to win it 25-22. The Penguins collectively hit a .310 against Purdue Fort Wayne and had 3 players finish with at least 12 kills. The Penguins also lost 2-3 to IUP-UI. The Lady Gwynns won the first 2 sets 25-21 and 22-25, but were unable to keep IUP-UI from defeating them in the third and fourth sets. The Penguins lost the 5th tie-breaking set 13-15 after holding IUP-UI scored the final 3 points of the night. The Lady Gwynns will return to action at 6 p.m. tonight against Robert Morris University. For more information and to watch the match, visit YSUSports.com and ESPN+. That's all we have for your sports update. Let's throw things back over to Zonde for a quick weather recap.
This weekend, you're going to want an umbrella because we're going to see clouds and rain moving throughout the valley with possible storms. Remember to keep warm and stay safe, Penguins.
That's all we have for this week. But Nina, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm thinking of going to White House Fruit Farms and just kind of getting more into the fall spirit. Pumpkins, the donuts are really good. Just getting into that autumn vibe.
All right. Okay, that's all we have for this week. But stay dry and stay safe, Penguins.
Support for JambarTV is provided in part by the YSU Foundation and the Jane F. Lamb Charitable Foundation. Thank you.
The communication department is much more than media or delivering a speech. The YSU Communication Department offers programs in telecommunication, journalism, and communication studies. We inspire creativity. We encourage each student's passion. We explore new and advanced technologies that connect the human race. The communication programs at YSU ensure that every student is prepared and experienced for the outside workforce, for life after YSU. Join the Jambar and find your voice when you tell the next big story. Become a host of Rookery Radio and gain hands-on experience, or get involved with TV productions like Light the Wick, Penguin Rundown, and JambarTV. YSU's communication department is much more than a department, an education, or a degree. It's a home for passionate individuals, for students to find and pursue what they love.